Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee with Bud and Big Daddy Sauce. Big Daddy Sauce, how are you doing this morning? Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year. Good morning to everybody out there. It was a nice 19-day vacation. Got to go back to work tomorrow. Yay.
Oh, the nasty W. Oh, so is your weather doing up there today?
Today it's a good day. Yesterday was cold as crap and looked like crap. But today's not a bad day.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's beautiful down here. Yesterday was gorgeous. We're supposed to be up in the 80s. We broke our record high yesterday of 87.
Ooh,
It was
that is a little toasty.
it was beautiful, let me tell you.
Well, let's get those sponsors shouted out because we
Yes,
love our
sir.
sponsors.
Special thanks goes to our sponsors today, Unique Waterworks. August 5 Designs, Real Electric,
We
D.
thank you guys for everything you do. What's that?
Oh, I was just flipping through. I thought I had a note, but apparently I misplaced it.
Don't turn that fan on. It blows everything off your
I'm
desk.
telling you. Never clean a man's desk. He knows where everything is.
Eventually.
Eventually.
All right. Well, we're a little unprepared once again this morning. Bud's still got those issues going on where he's trying to figure out everything, getting it up and running the proper way.
Hard teaching an old dog new tricks.
Yeah, when you're in your 50s, technology just doesn't like us.
Right. We think it should be easier.
Yeah, click here, click there, and done. All right, we're going to go over truck practice from last night a little bit. We did a truck race at Rockingham. And as everybody knows, the truck races are fixed setups. You can make your adjustments. When you go to the pits, you can do tire pressure and wedge adjustments and so forth. But the race had a rocky start a little bit. I think it was just nerves and so forth. But got a good little run in there a little bit afterwards.
Now, driving the trucks and the ARCA series, they're beings they are BOP'd, or should we say stock settings.
hmm
So you're stuck with what you got till you pit for the first time.
hmm
So some guys are used to the car handling how they'd like, but yet when you're doing this in the trucks, you can't drive it like that at first.
Right. Yeah, the truck was a little tight to get go, so everybody was drifting up in the turns and really had to take it easy. And if somebody was on the high side, you're trying not to pinch them. It did happen. Those are racing incidents. That's why we
Oh
have
yeah.
these practices to
Hmm.
learn this stuff. I think some of the people were just a little thrown off by it right away. It's like, oh my God, this truck is just pushing so bad. But all in all, once it got through, and of course we got down to the end of the race, we had a few green, white checker restarts and stuff. Just people trying to get a little anxious, going, I need to get to the front. I need to get to the front. Well, with 2 laps to go, I mean, you're just going to have to take it easy and get what you can out of it. But it was a practice race. It wasn't for points or money or anything like that. So that's another thing we need to do is we need to realize that if they're practices, there's your reputation is on the line based on how you drive, not where you finish. Um, but again, incidences will happen. It was really nice last night to see everybody taking or claiming responsibility for if they got into somebody or
That's
they
good.
spun, which that was really
That's
nice
really
to see.
important, I think.
Yes, that was really nice. Admitting their mistakes and stuff. Um, we keep that going forward. It's going to be more of a relaxed more thing. We know that stuff's going to happen,
Oh
but
yes.
if you take responsibility for it, say I'm sorry or that's on me, my bad, whatever, those go a long way too.
And I
So
think it goes a long way when you do that. I mean, that right there says a lot more. It shows more respect. It does. So if you had, that's that's my bad. That tells the other driver, hey, I respect you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, and they won't drive you as hard. Now, if you didn't apologize and you're just, well, I didn't wreck you, did I? Or I just pushed you into the wall or whatever, then that becomes like, well, I'm going to do whatever I can to do.
and the other part of that is there is a bubble around these things
Oh yes,
from the game itself, and on your screen or their screen they may not. Oh, I didn't touch you. Well, because of that bubble, you did. So if somebody said, "Hey, you bumped me or whatever, or you pushed me up a little bit or whatever," just understand that that's the bubble.
right. You
You
don't
know,
need to be defensive about it right off the get go.
right? Just say, "My bad. I learn, and if I get that close and blah 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 blah, I know that there's going to be that bubble that
Hmm.
comes into effect." So we only had 10 AIs in the race last night, so it wasn't even a 1-to-1 ratio,
Hmm.
player versus AI. It wasn't too bad. I don't think the AI is really blocked or anything because I toned the setting down a couple clicks each way just to kind of give it a little bit of less aggression, but still have something out there that you had to pass.
Right.
Um, but all in all, I think some people got some good feedback off of it and learned a little bit at the truck because Rockingham is bouncy.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
That track in
and
itself is a challenge anyway.
I hate coming off of turn two. Turn two, that wall sticks out where they put in that safer barrier.
Hmm.
You want to drift out a little bit, a few feet more, but that damn wall just sticks out right there. That's my downfall. Um, no, all in all, it wasn't too bad. I think we're getting a little bit better as we go, and people's attitudes are getting a little bit better. So,
And I think they will as time goes on. People get used to each other. They get used to how each other drives, and I think that is very important because when you just jump into a lobby and you're not aware of how other folks drive, it does matter.
yeah, we had one of our newer type drivers seeing if he wants to drive in the league. We was there again last night. Um, really like the fact that he's been showing up and running and doing his thing so that he gets a feel for us. I really like that. Um, I do want to call out Driver X real quick just to say we appreciate him throwing on the Sunday practices, taking time out of his schedule of whatever he may or may not wanting to be doing to just host something so that we get 2 practices a weekend in it. And I'm thankful for that.
Definitely so. It has been helpful to get everybody practicing on a regular. I mean, I know everybody practices during the week and does their things during the week, but when we host a practice race on the weekends, that gives everybody that race league mentality, prepares everybody for the group. And
Well, X is trying to get us to a spot, help us get to a spot where everybody's more comfortable and get their feet going.
hmm.
And like he said one time, he's willing to help with some setups. He don't want to give everything away, especially in the Cup Series, because that's where he's going to be the most competitive. But
Hmm.
definitely on the BOPs. But the other thing, asking somebody for a setup, we're what, how many months into this already? The regulars that are in here, they should be working on setups by now in the Xfinity and the Cup car. I mean, if you're having trouble, it's not a big deal to give helpful hints, but just to wait for somebody to give you a
Right.
setup, you're just being a little lazy,
Hmm.
put in a little effort. Got teams. If you're not on board with a team, you can have an affiliation. I mean, you can be like, hey, get with Bud's Garage or X's or mine or
Hmm.
whatever, and just say, hey, can you give me some pointers, head me in the right direction, because
Don't just ask
I'm
somebody to
stuck.
hand you
Yeah,
something.
I'm a little stuck here. And it's good. It's okay to be stuck. I mean, we're all
Hmm.
not master mechanics or crew chiefs or anything. Some get it better than others, and it is. And that's another thing. Setups are weird or strange, kind of, because just like in real NASCAR, all those teams don't have the same setups. It's based on a driver on how they want the car to feel for them.
That's correct.
So if you really do ask somebody for a setup and they give you one and it doesn't fit your driving style, still be appreciative that they give you something in a direction that you're headed in the right way that you can just tweak on it and get it back to where you want it.
I have even been accused of giving cheesy setups to people when asked. And that's not your setup. Oh, 100% is. That just proves that my setup might not work for Chad. It might not work for X, but it'll work for Johnny or Jim. It just varies. I mean, driver style matters a lot.
Yeah, driving style is everything. But all right, we're gonna head in. We're gonna talk about the rule book a little bit here. I don't have it popped open in front of me. I got two streams running on both my tablet and phone to make sure everything goes perfect. Um, what do you want to go over in the rule book, Bud? I do know that last night there was a topic of discussion about black flags are on only in the Cup and the Xfinity, but not in the trucks and not ARCA.
Correct.
Okay. Um, anything else? I mean, I
Well,
don't have it pulled open in front of me.
I do. The top two tiers, the Cup and Xfinity, will have the cautions, full cautions, and black flags. The reason that the truck and ARCA do not is because they're a lower tier for lesser experienced drivers, and if it's just a way for everybody just to get used to running and whatnot. Just the lower tiers just didn't have it, just to save from people getting black flags, just to allow you to go into the pits at speed. But the top two tiers being the more professional, more experienced tiers, that's why they are black flagged.
Gotcha.
Now, as far as
Uh,
stages goes,
mhm.
I know that True NASCAR does stages. However, there's been a lot of people who have mixed feelings about the stage racing. And so, what I had decided was for the initial season on NASCAR 25, we're not going to do stage races during the season. This may change for next season, which I'm sure it may. But one thing that people need to understand, it's keeping records of everything. We can't keep track of who led the most laps because it doesn't show you. If we can't keep track of who led a lap, it doesn't show you. So there are certain things and certain aspects about this game that we cannot put into action like they do in real life because we have no way of keeping track of data. With
Mhm.
that said, that's why there are minor changes as far as the stage racing goes this first season. This is actually season 5 of the NVR NASCAR, but this is season 1 on the NASCAR 25 platform.
Mhm.
And just for this first season, we're not going to do the stage races, just so
Mhm.
everybody gets a handle on what's everything that's going on. And then next season, there will more than likely be stage races, and there will also more than likely be a garage playoff or a garage.
Championship
Yes,
points.
yes.
Gotcha. Another part in the rule book, I think it states in there that can't go below the white line, stay on the racing surface. Now, I know this was asked last night and draw some questions at particularly like Phoenix Raceway.
Hmm.
Um, in real NASCAR, they do go down there on that front stretch on that apron because it's so wide and open.
Hmm.
The question is that apply to that or not?
I think that this is probably going to be a track by track situation. There are some tracks where you can dip on the apron with it not be a
Hmm.
problem. There are other tracks to where it is a problem. So I think it'll have to be addressed per track and the drivers meeting before every race. So when we get to say, for instance, Phoenix or Kansas, those can be addressed. You know, stay above the line. This is what the driver meetings before every race is for. It's to go over all the rules to make sure everybody's on the same page and everybody knows what's going on. I mean, you can't have an event with several people and not have everybody on the same page. That's why there's a drivers meeting in the morning, or excuse me, the drivers meeting before an event. And this is one thing that I cannot stress anymore. If you are interested in racing in the NASCAR 25 NVR NASCAR series, any four of them, you must register on the new VelocityRacing.com website. Join the community, fill out the form. Your information will be uploaded and entered into the spreadsheet, and number selection is already underway. We currently have some teams with number requests. It's a first come, first serve. And when you register on the website, you will also then shortly after receive an invite, more than likely to the Discord, because everybody must be a member of the New Velocity Racing Discord to join the chat. They offer a better chat platform than PlayStation because you're only allowed X amount of players on PlayStation. And in the event that we have more than those players in an event, because we can have 20 something or 40, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 40. The lower or lower series is a little bit less.
Correct. But either way, I mean, you know, for communication, and it is not my intention to be difficult or not compassionate about people's situations. I understand not everybody has Discord. However, for this league, there are requirements, and Discord is one of them. It's very important because it's just easier to communicate with everybody via Discord than it is on PlayStation. So I hope that everybody's on the Discord, goes to the website, check it out. It changes all the time.
Talking about the website real quick. So you moved the rule book.
I did. I was wondering if you'd notice that.
Well, we went looking for it last night, and we're like, "What the heck? Where'd it go?" So you go into the series, it's where the series are at, and then
Hmm.
you click on each series, and they all of them are going to take you to the same spot. But if you click on the series, it should go to the rule book area, and then you'll be able to look at the rule book.
Correct. Yes, I did update the franchise and series page. Uh, find your series of interest, click on it, and you'll see the rule book button. That'll take you to the rule book. Number selection, do not have a link for that, but I think I've got the link for the rule book as well as the points pages. I believe are done. There's still a few
Cool.
little things I've got to get going, but I'm just
Well,
one man.
let's talk about that number selection real quick. How do the folks do it? What's your plans on it, and how it's all going to lay out for us?
Okay, the number selection. On the Discord is a number selection tab, which takes you to the number Excel spreadsheet. This spreadsheet shows the numbers that are available and the numbers that have been taken. On that spreadsheet, I'm the one that enters the information. Those who want whatever number or whatnot, they can direct message myself, DMP Bud 11, and they can see what numbers are available and pick from the list by clicking on the link in the Discord. If their number is available, then they send me a direct message saying they want number 22, and I need to know the manufacturer, and I also need to know what garage that car goes to,
And the series.
and the series, very much so. I don't, even if it's, you can run a different number in every series. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to know the number, the make of the car, and the garage that that car belongs to for the series.
Yep. Yep. That way we take that number from that series off the board.
That is correct. And there are four separate boards, one for each series on the number selection. Not everybody has picked the same number across all series. There are some that have. I have, but there are some that have not.
Nice. All
It's
right.
slowly
Hopefully.
coming together, slowly
Right.
but surely. Hell, we'll get all
And
the
we are
bugs
running out of
kicked out.
time.
That is true. It's time goes by
Yeah.
fast.
I think we got what, 4 weeks, and then we get going.
Yeah, I think
Our
I got a
first race.
countdown on the website right now.
Our first race is going to be exciting. It's the
The
Gatorade
duels.
Duels, yeah, at Daytona, and that's the qualifier for the next weekend at Daytona for the Cup Series. That's going to be fun and exciting.
I think it's going to be a good season. I'm very confident that I think everybody will pull their things together, and I think people will be more apt to understand that this isn't a tiddlywinks game.
Hey, on a plus side, last night, just so that you know, Bud, Bull and Rob showed up and ran the race last night, and they did not disco.
Nice, good. I hope they've got their connection situation taken care of. I know
Yeah,
they were
Rob
so
was worried about
frustrated.
it. Yeah, Rob was worried about it big time, but he made it all the way through.
Nice,
So,
excellent.
yeah, I was pretty happy about that. All right,
So
well, I
you've been
guess,
on vacation, but you've been home vacationing, correct?
yeah, I home vacation during the holidays, and I had to take care of the old lady too after her surgery for at least for the first 5 to 7 days to
Is
make
she
sure
still
get
scooting
this.
around on a scooter?
Oh yeah, yep. She got her cast on, and swelling's coming down now. It comes and goes a little bit as she gets up and moves around a little bit. Of course, she can't put her foot down on the ground or anything,
Oh,
but
yeah,
still.
I can imagine.
Wednesday she goes and gets the cast off, and then I think she can go into a walking boot, but I'm not exactly sure how much walking she'll still be able to do.
Right.
But we'll
Uh,
we'll know that Wednesday.
a good friend of mine fell off the ladder. Well, he kind of, I won't say he jumped down, but when he landed, he shattered his heel. And his heel,
Mm.
I saw the x ray, the heel, you know how it's supposed to be like a ball on the end? Well, it looks like a Pac Man.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it's bad. So he calls my buddy. He says, I broke my foot. And he's like, what? He said, no, I broke my foot. And Robert takes off and goes to get him. I ended up taking him to the ER, and sure enough, he broke that foot. Sure did.
Oh,
Got to
you don't
had to
hear
have
the heel
surgery.
getting broke very. Yeah, you don't hear that very often.
No, yeah, they had to put several pins in it, and he's got a big old boot. He hobbles around, and yeah, I feel for him. But Matt, I said, he said, oh, you should have heard it. He said it was just a crack. I could only imagine the pain of.
Old Max says the website looks awesome, Bud. He says you're doing a great job with the website.
Oh, I thank you, appreciate that.
Hope you're
Takes
having a good morning, Max. Hope all is well. Hope you had a good Christmas, Bud. I know he did his Christmas a week later because he didn't have his son until the week or around New Year's.
mm,
But when you have shared custody or whatever,
mm-hmm.
that's the way it's got to work sometimes. You take turns on holidays and stuff, and but he waited patiently, and I think he said he went down to Cincinnati to maybe his sisters or something with
Oh,
his
nice.
son, and so yeah, I think they had a good time. I'm pretty sure they did. So
It's good to
I'm
hear.
gonna go
Good to hear.
ahead and open up the chat here and say hello to everybody who's wanting to say hello. I see X in here. Driver, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing all right this morning. A little rough for me, but I'm making it through.
Cool. Eh, rough mornings suck.
Very.
Yes.
Doing well, thank you.
Hey, gamer, how you doing? All right.
Welcome, X. Gamer, Driver X. C-Man, come back.
No, he had to take off and do something. I don't know what it was, but I'm sure he'll be back eventually, at some point. But
So what do
yeah,
you think
it's
about the old Venezuela trick here?
Oh, we're gonna go into politics.
I was just talking about just the top story in the
World
news.
news, huh? Yeah. Just so everybody knows, we keep politics and religion off the board
Absolutely.
most of the time
I mean, you
due
can't
to
help but discuss briefly the
yeah,
nation's top stories. However, we're not getting into whose side's better or nothing like that. We're just
right.
getting an idea what's going on.
I I saw the news. I saw it last night, and yeah, I guess there's a bunch of Venezuelans that are pretty happy it happened.
To be
Um,
honest, it's why Americans pay dearly for healthcare. Superior military execution.
Severe military execution. I guess yeah, they did a great job. They got in and out. Nobody got injured. No fatalities or anything. And yeah,
Successful.
our military, man. I mean, we've got. I don't know exactly who all they used for that operation, but
They use
our
all
military.
aspects.
Oh, our military is well rounded on all sides. And I
This
guess
is world
the.
peace.
I guess the general said that years of learning how to do stuff like that, they were able to plan and execute almost flawlessly. So good for them. I like it when nobody gets injured.
Indeed.
Oh,
Indeed. Thank you to our men and women in the armed forces. Thank you for their
yes,
service.
support them. It is never their fault what the politicians do. Remember
That's right.
that.
100%.
They are just nothing more than serving the purpose.
Doing their
But
job, doing as
yeah,
ordered.
and they're all voluntary to join and everything. So we need to support them, and no matter what they do or whatever happens to them, we need to support them because in the end, they are honestly protecting us.
That's correct.
So, no, got to go back to work tomorrow. I'm not happy, but I will say it was a great 19 days off. I needed it. Clear the
19
mind, clear the
days
soul.
off. What did you do with yourself?
I'm asking myself that same question.
Where did the time go?
Don't look at his search history.
Oh,
No, it went well. It feels like it was 19 days. It didn't fly by, so that was the best part.
a good friend of mine, his family just got back from Colorado, and they come in last night and were ready to come. They said they were ready to come home 3 days ago. I guess
Yeah.
vacations, they're not meant to last forever.
Well, I wish they were.
Then you'd get bored.
Mm-mm.
Can I bring something back up that you guys talked about?
Sure.
Absolutely.
It's with the rules.
I can barely hear
Okay.
you.
Sorry, my mic was a little bit away from my mouth. Is that better?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
sir.
All right. One of it's kind of an idea, and the other one's kind of just an insight, I guess. With the stages, I like that you're not doing the stages this first round because it's a new game and everything. Plus, not everyone's a big fan of it, but there are some people who have been in kind of speaking up that they wouldn't mind doing stages here and there for some races. But if you would do them, kind of an idea that I had because it's kind of like how actual NASCAR is. I think stages should only be in the first 3 series, and then a cup there shouldn't be any stage racing whatsoever. For the fact that as a driver comes up through the series, having those little breaks allows them to make changes to their car, and as they work up through the series, they have a better idea of what they need to do. And by the time you get to the top series, you should be able to make any change that you need. You should be able to understand the car enough to where you shouldn't have to have that break. That should be
I agree with
the
that.
I
whole
like that.
endurance.
I like that idea. I like that concept. I mean, to me, that sounds more logical in the fact of, the lower tiers, you work your way up to the top. Not that we're doing this. I mean, anybody can run in any series they want to, but
Yeah.
you boil it all down. The ARCA are the lower experienced guys. The Cup are the more higher experienced guys. Therefore, the range of difficulty is increased.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly
then-
right.
That may be a possibility to look at for next season.
Yeah.
I know there's supposed to be updates coming. I've heard word of updates regarding the numbers.
What do you
And
mean? Being
being-
that we're able to select them, yeah.
But being able to put a letter in front of the number or triple digit numbers or there's my mind is foggy.
But also too, anybody who doesn't know, those any number thing is only for online. During the quick race, we're still going to have limited numbers. So,
Correct.
Which is fine. Which is
Right.
fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
The
exactly.
number
There are
selections go
standing
from
leagues
1
and
to
stuff.
99.
Yes. But also too, the other thing I wanted to talk about was with the white line rule.
Hmm.
I mean, obviously everyone knows the only tracks that have a limitation is the super speedways. Obviously, you can't go below the yellow line. And then at Echo Park, it's the white and the red line combo. And every track, the other track, there's no limits at all. But like Bud was saying, there are certain tracks that will need a little bit of clarification of, like, you can't go down here. Like I say with Pocono, going through that dog leg. Instead of, going under the line to make that turn, as an actual lap instead of avoiding a lap, that would be something you're saying you should be addressed. I get what you're saying there, but there's not really a lot of tracks that have any part that's really going to help you cut, so.
I think the line will be addressed before every race because even though, I mean, if you're going down, say for instance, the backstretch, and you go down below the line, then it definitely.
but always remember that lines are there just for safety. But if for that safety reason, if there's an accident or two cars are getting involved in something to avoid it, you're most definitely going to go down there.
Oh yes, without a doubt.
You got to do what you got to do to save your car. So.
True.
It
But for the
isn't
most
like
part, it's not like it's a serious issue to where it's an advancement. Just on certain.
Most people
specific
don't
tracks.
abuse it. They just like Phoenix was the big one because they actually use that big wide open apron there in the front stretch.
And you know damn good and well it's going to be used, especially on the last lap.
Oh,
First lap to the last is going to be used a lot.
but yeah, I don't think it's really a big issue. I think it was just one of those minor things that came up that was in the rule book that somebody spotted and had questioned.
Well, it's good that people address the questions publicly.
And people are looking at the rule book, which is great.
Yes, that's very important. Very important. We only got less than 30 days remaining. It's been a long time coming.
Oh,
Has anybody been
Definitely
racing
feels
on Gran Turismo lately?
no.
I don't play Gran Turismo no more. I have NASCAR and Call of Duty only now.
Well,
I don't
NVR
even
has
have it downloaded
got a
on my
qualifier this evening at 8 for the RRO series. I have 5 drivers qualifying to make it into that series. And qualifying for that series automatically qualifies you for the Sector 7 series coming up. It's like a double whammy. More
You guys got to
information
run
to
that
come on
Z4, right?
Yes.
Qualifying?
Yes, we got to run the Z4 for
One of
qualifying.
the worst cars. No front arrow, but max rear arrow, and no turning ability
Oh yeah,
whatsoever.
it's a challenge. I haven't raced in a month. I've taken December off, and so I have to get into that car green, and I'll have 6 hours to crutch.
So you haven't raced on the new physics then?
Correct.
Uh, Good luck on that one.
I know. I got 6 hours to learn a lot of information.
So if anybody out there is watching or listening, uh, feel free to ask questions, comments, anything you want on either the Big Daddy Sauce 53 Racing web or YouTube or the New Velocity Racing YouTube channel. We are watching the chats, and if you're on PlayStation right now, you're more than welcome to come on into the chat and sit down and have a coffee and shoot the breeze.
Have a coffee, smoke, and a smile.
I have an idea I want to try for next week,
Okay.
and it's the reason why I left yesterday from yesterday's practice race. I want everybody to run an AI vehicle, no custom vehicles. Because the reason why I left yesterday is because I'm getting ran over because people think I'm an AI car and they don't give a living shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all should run an AI car for one weekend because they're not going to know who's the AI and who's real, so they're going to I feel like they're going to back it down a little bit, and I want to see if it's a little bit better.
I think that should be the case, period.
I don't get me wrong, I love my Prime Bites custom car, but I also like really good racing, and I'll give up my scheme to have better racing if that's the case.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So,
Well, I think in the practice racing, I think there's still that ego thing.
Pushing
It's
limits.
toning back a little bit,
Yeah.
but there's an ego thing, and the practice races are meant to get your time on the track, to get used to each vehicle, between the ARCA trucks and Xfinity all the way up to Cup. Get used to them, get used to the different tracks, get used to how people are driving, what you can and can't do. There's still just a little bit too much ego there. Like if you take a tire and you go to the back, you feel like you gotta get to the front right now.
yeah.
Well, in real NASCAR or anything or any kind of racing, it's not that simple. It just you got to
No.
work it. You got to work it, and if you got your car set up after that, then you'll make your way back up there.
You want to know what's the most impressive thing to me to watch in a driver? It's not the driver that gets to the front and stays up in the front. It's the driver that races everybody cleanly, then slowly works his way up to the front. You don't have to be at the front at the very first. I mean, there are many drivers in real life situations that run middle of the pack or even in back and just ride behind. They don't have to lead. They just ride where they are for till the right time. It's a matter about just like hunting. You don't just see a deer, pull the gun, and just pull the trigger. You wait for that right moment. You wait for that right time. And I think that's what a lot of things that guys are not paying attention to is they're wanting to push it. I'm faster. I want to show them I'm faster. I want to beat everybody. Well, a good driver doesn't necessarily win every race.
No,
A good driver takes his time, shows respect to other drivers, doesn't push people out of the way or overdrive his car. It's understandable, the last portion of the race. I do get the mentality of that. But when you're on a 100-lap race and you're driving like that, like it's the last lap on first through 90, you're overdriving your car and you're basically hurting yourself as well as others. So I think it's just
Wow.
the most impressive thing to me about a driver is watching that driver work his way up and not force the issue every time. Just like the saying says, just because you can, should you?
Should you? Exactly. And everybody needs to learn that there's always somebody better than you.
100%.
And if they are better than you, so be it. Learn.
Yeah.
Learn from what they're doing. Follow their lines. Learn what they're doing. To me, it's just know your place. I mean, I would say I'm better than a few, and I'm worse than a few, and that's just the way it is. I'm okay with that. I'm good.
I'm acceptable with mine. However,
Uh-huh.
I want to be better. Everybody does.
For sure. But in the end, if I don't wreck people and blah 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 blah, or it's just I know where I am and I accept the fact that where I am.
hmm A scenario that I would like to point out is, say, for instance, you have an individual who's gung ho and he's pushing the limits every bit. So if he's going into the corner on the inside of a guy, say Pocono, for instance, turn three, and he's on the inside of a guy wanting to make that pass, but he's going too fast, and he pushes up and pushes that top guy into the wall. Well, he's just hurt himself and or hurt the guy he put into the wall. Now, if he would have went into that corner and lifted and just rolled and just stayed and not been so aggressive and so, I got to hurry up and get past this guy, or even just stayed right behind and made the pass in another location, that's patience. That's having the proper eye for patience, not just doing it because it's right now available, or is it available. Pushing the issue is, one of the things. I understand you have to learn your limits. This is why we have these practices. But also at the same time, learn from the incidences. Don't, oh shit, well, I fucked up. I can't do that. Well, why? Break it down. You can't just go with, oh, well, I made it. I didn't reckon, but I made it. I can do that again. Well, no. Analyze what you did. A lot of people need to take into consideration not every time is a situation the same.
Hmm.
There are always variable situations, and it's much, much better to be patient, even if it hurts you. If you got to lose a spot or two because you're being patient, because you let off and didn't wreck somebody, or you saw an incident coming up and so you cautioned yourself, you saved yourself and or others. That's
And
growth.
the other side of that is the take the other driver for example. If you're going into a turn and somebody is being aggressive or has a faster car or whatever, and they do push the point, you know that they're being aggressive. Burp your throttle. Let them go. Save the incident because somebody behind you might get collected up in something if it happens. If you burp it and you let them go and you fall in right behind them, you're going to lose that spot, but you can still maintain and get that draft and go on. And who knows? Maybe they're wearing out their tires because they're being that aggressive. So in 5 to 10 laps, that that better car that they had now is equal to yours, and you could probably make that pass back.
Or they may mess up and tap the wall because they're pushing it too hard.
Hmm. So it's
Always
it's just
considerations.
yeah, it's just should you, but
I like that phrase. That's a good quote.
it is.
Any F1 news? No new
I
F1
seen
news?
I seen something on YouTube the other day, but I didn't click on it. I was looking for something.
I
No,
agree
nothing.
W wholeheartedly 100% with Bud and Big. Great
Thank,
to have such wisdom and inspiration. Good insight, thank you guys.
well,
Oh, you're
thank you, sir.
welcome. Thank you.
Absolutely. This is what the NVR community is about. I mean, we're interested in helping each other because we enjoy good close racing, the camaraderie between everybody. It's not just a matter of, proving who's got the bigger balls. It's just a matter of, competing with each other. You're not gonna win every race. I mean, it's just a matter of everybody getting together, competing, like playing baseball or football. You get into it. You do get heated at times when incidences happen, but once they're reviewed and you finally see what happened, sometimes it's not always what you think, and then or it might have been your fault and you didn't even realize it, and you're like, oh shit, I guess it was. But what's really beneficial with everybody racing together is being open with each other about your passing, getting into each other, the incidences, owning up to your mistakes. That shows more respect than you will ever know when a guy admits or apologizes for a situation, other than being Well, I didn't do nothing. And just like you said, the bubble does have an effect on a lot of cars, and I think that's something that's going to be challenging this year unless they work it out better with the game, which I'm not sure they'll be able to.
Good morning, hot air.
Good morning, Air. How are you doing today?
Morning.
Welcome to the show.
Don't let me get too close. I don't want to get y'all sick.
Oh no.
Oh, he's got the bug.
Uh,
Yeah,
So how long you been sick?
allergies are rearing their ugly head.
Catch it at an event or just one of those normal flu things?
Yeah, probably. I was at Lights All Night over for New Year's. So,
Oh yeah, that'll do her.
yeah, worth it.
Yeah.
yeah, my friend, buddy of mine just got back from Colorado. When they went up there, there was nine people that went, nine family members, and a few of them got sick, and one of them's still sick. So it's terrible to go up to go skiing on vacation and end up getting sick.
Yeah, I went to work the following day, like on Friday, and I didn't really realize I was sick. Like I had like this sniffy nose and like a little bit of a cough, but I got home and everything hit at once. I'm like, oh my god.
And at least you got to the weekend though.
Yeah,
But tomorrow will be here soon enough. Yeah.
don't remind me.
Yeah, trust
Tomorrow
me.
never comes, so I've been
Well,
told.
yeah, in the perspective, yes.
What
Oh, did
races
you
do
have a
we
good New
have?
Year's though?
Let's see.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And Merry Christmas because I didn't see you at Christmas either.
This is true. Merry belated Christmas.
What was you gonna say, Bud? I'm sorry.
I was just looking to see what event is for this coming up weekend.
X, what is tonight's event?
Arca, Wilkesboro.
Arca at North Wilkesboro. Love that track.
Oh, but are you still gonna be able to make
Yes,
the
yes,
qualifier?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a short break after the podcast and then get to grinding away. It's going to be interesting. Chad, what was the race for Saturday
Yesterday or last
or
night?
this coming?
I have not decided. I will decide that here a little bit, an hour or two,
Okay.
because
Well, need to figure out what series what do you
well,
want to do, Cup or
I'll,
Xfinity?
I'll do Cup,
Okay.
Okay.
and I think that's what we were doing. Is I was doing Cup and Truck, and you were doing Xfinity and Arca.
Okay. I thought so. I just didn't remember if we were
Yep.
switching back and forth. All right.
Yep.
Sounds
I'll
good
go
to me.
back
I
to
can do
Cup. Yep.
Okay.
that.
And I'll get that updated on the website today.
Yes, everybody, please check out the website www.newvelocityracing.com. All the information and all the goodies and driver bios and upcoming races, schedules, rule book, and all the goodies. Trophy room is there. Have you updated the completely on the, or you just still didn't get the IROC put in there, did
I
you?
still have not got the IROC trophies up in there yet. There
Darn
are.
it, I've got the IROC.
But
Yes, sir.
if you want to write down next week's race, it'll be Xfinity at Indy
Ooh.
I thought you.
Sunday.
Oh yeah. Xfinity Indy.
But tonight's race is Arca at Wilkesboro, but for next week it'll be Xfinity at Indy.
Okay, that's the
Give me
one.
that now. 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern.
7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Cool beans. Chad,
Yeah.
yours start at what time?
8 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays.
8 p.m. Eastern Saturdays. Be there or be square.
I said that last week.
Become a square.
I have become a square. Circle gets a square.
Also, everybody, anybody on my channel, be sure to check out and subscribe. Hit that like button on New Velocity Racing YouTube. Also, if you don't mind hitting that like and subscribe on mine, hint, hint. Um, no, more content always being posted. You got this podcast on every Saturday or Sunday at 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Uh, we'll have more once we get it up and running better and everything. We'll have more content, and on the New Velocity Racing YouTube channel, when we do this, there'll be more videos as we're talking. So instead of just the pre-screen to the game, there'll be stuff that he'll
I
be able
will
to.
say this. Next week, the video hopefully will be a lot better. I'll have this Elgato figured out and get things running proper as we should.
Go find you a 12-year-old. They know more than we
I
do.
know, right? Son of a make you look
Context included.
right.
Oh, jeez.
They're computer whizzes.
Yeah, the younger generation definitely is into this stuff. Yeah, since like 4 years old. But yeah, yeah. Like every kid's got a phone in their hand by 6 or 7 anymore. Oh,
That reminds me how the anybody in Finland, like if you're old enough and you're tall enough to see over the dash, guess what? You're driving.
really?
Yeah.
How many accidents a year do they have?
I mean a lot, but they drive fast.
I
That's how
just
that's how you get every great rally driver that's ever been.
I have never wanted to really go to Europe, but there is one thing in Europe I would like to do is I'd like to drive the Nürburgring.
Yes, I would.
I,
True, it's only like 20
when they,
euros for a lap.
you know, because it's an open highway the rest of the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to take a spin around there. Anybody willing to loan me a sports car and I'll take it around? No.
I'm sure there's some
You can
sports
take the
cars
Camaro.
I'd love to take that Camaro or the Mustang. I'd like to take that Mustang around that track.
You just better hope you don't crash or someone crashes into you.
That would be the only thing I'd be worried about is somebody crashing me.
Right.
and they get really strict rules of passing on the right and all that.
Hmm.
Yeah, they use turn signals and stuff. If you're coming up on a car, they'll let you know pass on my left or right. They
Like
give.
if you're driving like a dingus and
Yep.
I
Well,
hear
it's
they're
not
pretty
more of
strict.
pass me on this side. That's where they're going. So if you blink left, you better go left.
Right.
Every video I've ever seen over there, yeah, every video I've seen, they'll stay to one side or the other, and their blinker will be indicating that's the side you should take them on, because they won't.
That's the
That's just
opposite.
a.
That's where they're going. That's how they gotta do it over there. If you blink left, you gotta go left. It's not that. It's not that. It's different than what it is from over here. I promise.
Anyway, anybody got anything? Because we're gonna go ahead and close this one out a little early since we were a little unprepared and still trying to work out those New Velocity Racing faux pas that we have.
I got something.
Oh, Blazer, how you
Morning,
doing?
Blazer.
Good morning. Hey, someone else might want to look at the number availability on the Discord.
Hmm.
Not open. It says problem with file. I tried it on my phone and my tablet both. I get errors on both of them.
Really?
Filled up. Try again next year.
That's funny.
So once again, if you're interested in joining NVR or whatever, hit us up on Discord, on PlayStation, even the website. Use the website. That's a great place to get started. Join us. Open racing throughout the week. Somebody's always got a lobby open doing something, messing around or whatever. But
That's like Gran Turismo and NASCAR 25, the occasional cyclist cup gets you on there.
yep, join us on any platform. We'll be happy to get you out on the track with us, see what you got, and
No force though.
make make new acquaintances and alliances, and getting the community to
Grow the
grow.
community.
hmm
Exactly.
So if you're interested in being a part of the NVR family, please hit us up and remember to hit that like and subscribe. Hell, even hit that dang bell for notifications when we go live. During the season, there's some of us that will stream these races live, so catch that content also. Uh,
We also have a side move we'll have to get to. We'll put out an endurance series coming up. We're either doing enduro or the sprint runoff series
and,
on IRL.
and so for everybody listening, the voice you hear is Hot Air, and he is Bud's right-hand man for the GT side of things. Uh, so definitely hit him up if you're interested.
Yeah, we
Absolutely, that's my
the
page
endurance.
is hot underscore ayer AYER. It's a hot _ writer sound because
Damn
I
it.
did it ayer because it's spelled the same.
A year.
Ayer, yeah. But yeah, definitely hit him up. He'd be happy to turn you in the right direction and get you going on a path to success. Um,
Sure.
I'd like to take this time to thank our sponsors for sponsoring today's episode. We appreciate everything y'all do for us and more. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without Unique Waterworks LLC, August 5 Designs, Eastside Engine Works, and Dragon Magic Productions. We appreciate you and glad to have
Can
you
we get the
aboard.
sponsors to send some cold medicine?
We need cold medicine sponsor this time of year, sure.
Can we get Nyquil to sponsor us?
How about Jack Daniels?
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Now that's some nighttime
We
medicine.
need some Texas. We need some Texas sponsorships. Any Texas whiskey? Yeah.
It's sponsored by Bucky's.
Bucky's and Tito's. There you go. I'll take some Tito's vodka. Well, thank you everybody for showing up today. We appreciate everybody listening. Again, come join us. Grow the community. Enjoy the camaraderie, the racing. It's whether you're on Gran Turismo 7 or NASCAR 25. We've got something going on. I'm sure we can tickle your fancy in one way or another. If not, just
Uh-huh.
have a laugh.
all right, everybody. Well, I hope you have a great Sunday. Hope everything goes great for you and everybody going back to work, including me.
Thank
Uh,
you for inviting me.
yeah. Hope everybody has a good week. Make the best of it you can. Until next week, we appreciate everybody and thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. Until next time, everyone. Y'all have a great week, and we'll see you next Sunday.